Hi, everyone. How are you doing? I hope the week's okay. I wanted to do a little video today, following up on my last one. So the last video I did, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out in the group, um, was on screen time and the misnomer of what screen time actually means. No, we shouldn't really use the phrase as a blanket term, but we all do. I'm working on it. But I want to do a little follow up on that. I got some questions and I want to talk about limits and screen limits, if you will. So, if you use screen limits or you talk about screen limits, generally you've probably seen or heard that it falls into two camps. You love them or hate them. You are either really, really pro having your limits, or you're super con and you think putting a limitation on something is a joke. It's just a form of control. It doesn't control anything. The jury's out. It's going to be dependent on your family. It's going to be dependent on your situation. Variables. Variables are everything because variables talk about context, and context paints a scene. So I don't want to just talk about screen limits, screen as in engagement, right? I want to talk about smart limits, smart screen limits, right? Okay, so smart limits. Easy way to think about this. S is seen. I just mentioned that. So the idea of seen as in context. What's the context? What situation is going on that you're needing to put a limit on, right? Is your child on Roblox too much? Is Minecraft taking over your house? Is your daughter never coming out of their room because of social media? Why is she never coming out of her room? What's online that's captivating her so much? Is it her friends? Is it her family? Is it people who don't even realize, right? So you have to kind of dig in and get to the bottom of that before you really can put any limitations on it. Because to just say, get off those social medias, ha ha ha, no good. That's their existence, right? That's where their culture and their friends are. It's their world. So you actually need to kind of embrace that idea, wherever they are online, and then talk to them about it, right? Understand from their side of things, understand from their perspective. The second letter is M. M means moderate. Be moderate. Find the middle. Everything in moderation, right? That's what they say. Everything worth it, everything good in moderation. And it's true. It's about balance. It's about finding the right times for them to be online and you, and the wrong times. Finding that, creating a middle ground, creating something that's moderate for your family keeps you away from the extremes, the alls or nothing, and keeps you away from the idea of a negative limit or negative limitation, right? It starts to make the idea of having a limit less limiting. So because you've already found that middle, you've already found that balance, right? So you can stay away from the extremes and it'll keep things a lot more simple within your home. So the next one is A. That's awareness. You have to be self-aware as well as aware of what's going on with your family, where they are online, where your children are online, and what is happening in the context of everything before you can actually put a limit down, right? So you've already observed the scene. You're now moderating within your own home, trying to keep a balance. Now you're more aware, right? So you can be also more aware of the emotion that comes along with the different devices and the different types of engagement and the different places and the context. It all comes together, right? So the more that you are aware of how you are engaging with your children, how you're engaging with them in regards to technology and how you yourself are engaging, the more aware you can all be. And you can also clue your kids into it a little bit, right? You can clue your kids into becoming self-aware. I think that's an amazing opportunity, right? You get to help them grow. It's an actual learning moment for everybody, not just one on paper. Okay, so we've got S, M, A. What's the next one? R. It's actually research, not responsibility. I bet you were going to say responsibility. But it's research. Do your homework. Make sure you know what those apps are. You know what's happening out in the world. You know what new warning signs are or trouble could be lurking around the corner, right? Because something's always new and up and coming. Somebody's always breaking a new code of ethics, or they've learned how to take this age gate down, or they've learned to reach your children in a way that you aren't okay with, or your children have learned to take that age gate down to reach somebody that you're not okay with. Regardless, do your research and know it before you really go in and you put down that limit, because then you have a leg to stand on in a different way, and you can use that to actually communicate directly with your kid on a level that they will respect, right? So, seen, moderate, awareness, research. So what's the last one, right? T, time. And when I say time, I mean give it time. Give it a chance to set in. Everybody's learning at the same pace. Everyone's learning. And when I say the same pace, as in you've all just gotten the information that this limit is happening at the same time, as in it's become maybe rule within your home. But you've maybe been thinking about the limit much longer than your child has been able to be given a chance to respond to it, to react to it, and to formulate an opinion on it. So give it time. Give it time to work. Give it time to set in. Nothing's going to happen overnight. If you see little micro changes happening in your child's behavior and yours, maybe, then you know progress is being made. And I hope those changes are positive. If they're negative, pull back. Take a different approach. But use smart limits when it comes to technology in your home, and you're going to get a lot further with technology in your children. Okay, hope that was helpful. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.